Liverpool v. everybody. It might be hard for you to hear me. Had to catch the game late tonight. Was busy with work, and I hate to not be able to watch the game fully. So I just made sure I didn't have any alerts on. Come back and watch it as I'm watching it live, but later. So a lot of this probably you guys will just kind of skim by because there's enough stuff on YouTube. But for the real ones, this is what I'm thinking of the first half. I mean, the ref didn't have much to do in the first half. I don't know how the rest of the game is gonna go, but not much to do. One of those games that you can tell even the crowd is very, should I say, I don't even know what to call it. Just not even quiet, just kind of reserved, I guess is a good way to put it. And that's just kind of how the game feels. I think as far as guys that are standing out for me, Mane. I know he's had moments where too much of a heavy touch, maybe a bad pass, but always aggressive, always moving forward, always being positive, loving it. His ability to get in it and be just as eager to facilitate as he is to get goals. Love seeing that. Salah got the goal, of course. Other than that, hasn't really done much. Trying, but not much is coming off. I think Henderson has been impressive. Trent as well. I love how we just cover each other. You know, there was a moment there where Van Dijk gets forward, and in the past we'd be thinking if that was Skirter or Saka, we'd be thinking, what the hell are you doing? And it just shows who we are. I mean, little things like that I pick up in games, it's like, I have to remind myself how good we are right now. And I brought that up to say, when Van Dijk goes forward, we got Milner dropping back in. Right there before the end of the half, Van Dijk saves us for a chance that they would have. That's just not. I mean, it could have been a goal. It could have been a goal-saving tackle, but he cleaned up, went back there, and swept that up, and that was good. But yeah, overall, just kind of a very, I don't know, it's like a laid-back kind of game, if I can say that. Which is kind of surprising. Look, Sheffield United, you got to feel for them. You know, back-to-back, against the league leaders and last year's champions, back-to-back games away. Until they lost to City, they were unbeaten for 11 months or something like that. So they're up against it, and I really expected more from them, though, especially defensively. We've kind of had our way here and there. If we were a bit more clinical in our movement and our last final ball, could have probably had more goals. But shout out to their keeper, Henderson. I don't know if he's on loan from United or they actually bought him from United, but if they didn't buy him from United, they need to keep him. The young dude he's very confident, and what I've noticed from him, even in the first game, Genie gets the goal. We had a chance to finish that off with a second goal. Comes up big. That young, I don't know how old he is, but he appears to be young. And that young to have that kind of resolve, to have that kind of that ability to get past that, go to the next play, go to the next moment, make the next save. Something that Carriers couldn't do. And I think Carriers is slightly older than him. But they got a good keeper in their hands. In that situation, it was their fullback slipped, and that really put Robertson in and made that whole sequence a bit easier than it could have been. In those first early stages, I'm wondering what's up with is there too much water in the grass? Because their guy slipped, Genie slipped at one moment early in the game, but overall I think we're doing just fine. Good enough to be in the lead, and this could be 5 clean sheets in a row. Where that was one thing that we were concerned about early in the game, early in the season, not getting clean sheets, but yeah, just one of those games, man. You just kind of sit back and you think it's only one half, but you think, if anything, it's going to be us that gets another goal. They don't really seem to be threatening us. Not that they're not capable of doing that. I would have thought I would see Mousset, their guy from, I think he was at Bournemouth last season, getting more on the ball. But that has a lot to do with just not, us not letting them enjoy any kind of, because looks like a totally different team than the one at Brimble Lane early in the season. So, yeah, I mean, so far so good. 1-0, can't really complain. And again, I'll see you guys at the end of the game. You guys are probably asleep by this point, but bear with me. I had to watch the game from the beginning to end. I will say, I checked it while I was at work, which I never really do, but I was just so anxious to know. And I saw that we were up 1-0, and Salah had to go at 4. But that was I checked it probably around the 10-minute mark. So I knew Salah scored, but I didn't know post that what we had. So yeah, anyway, decent first half. Come on, get the win. Not much to say. See ya.